What's happening, financial coaches? It's Pete here. I want to talk to you today about how I kind of talk about accomplishment and I hope that maybe it's something that can work for you too. But for me, what I like talking about is how I did something. So even on these videos here, a lot of this is, I kind of ran into the situation and here's how I addressed it. And it's not necessarily the only way to address it. It might not even be the best way to address it. It's just the way I addressed it. It's my tip that I'm sharing with you. And what I want to throw out there is that my suggestion might be for you to explain how you did something, not how you can do something. So, one of the mistakes I think that people are making, financial coaches, when they're creating their materials or doing live streams or whatever it might be, publishing videos, writing blog posts, it's how to save $1,000 or how to set up a budget or how to blah, blah, blah. And basically, what they're saying is how you should do something. And what I think is that in many cases, we don't need to tell anyone how to do anything, especially in our marketing, kind of in our public arena. We can just tell people, and I think it's more valuable when we tell people how we did something, because I've heard a lot of people talk about some really awesome stuff. And what I think is hard to do is to translate that into a direct pathway for the listener. Now, that's what we can do as a coach, right? How can I apply what I've done to you? So, first of all, I've worked with some of you and I've worked with some clients who have done some really awesome stuff, like pay off their house early, pay off their house in 5 years, have quit their job, retired early, bought a Maserati, bought a vacation home, paid for their kids' college, saved $1 million, earned $1 million. I've heard about people talking about awesome stuff. I have also heard about people talking about getting themselves out of $50,000 of credit card debt in 6 months and saving $10,000, right? That is pretty awesome too. And, compared to some of these other things, maybe it doesn't sound like a lot, but, to talk to some people and say, hey, I would love for you to save $100. That is impossible as far as they're concerned, right? They have so much debt. They can't get out of debt. They're making minimum payments. So the idea of being able to save anything is an impossible task. And so what it's not easy to do is say, here's how you can save $100, because I don't know your situation. But what I can do is share my story of what I did, whatever it is, how you paid off your car, how you paid off your house, how you saved money, explain it to people exactly the way that you did it. So, I know one of the people that I've connected with, she talks about how she saved $10,000, which is awesome, right? I think that would blow most people's minds away. 78% of America lives paycheck to paycheck. The idea of saving $10,000, saving $1,000 is totally foreign to them. Saving $10,000 seems like a stretch. So they would be interested in hearing how did this average person with an average job save $10,000? How do you do it? I feel like money is always going out the door. The kids needs things, expenses come up, something's breaking, how did you do it? So tell me that story. Tell me the story and the journey of how you did something, because what I can't do here is give you every permutation. So if you're doing this, here's how you save 10,000. If you're doing this, if you have two jobs, one income earner in the household, maybe you have these many kids, right? That's not going to work. That's not going to work, and it's not going to be engaging. So tell people how you did something. Tell people how you made the sacrifice so that you could funnel more money to the mortgage, so that you could pay it off early, so that now you have free cash flow. So now you can go on vacation wherever you want, whenever you want, right? Or whatever your story is. Tell them how you did it, and then say, here are the things that I did, and I have a lot of other ideas that might work for you. And so, yeah, now we can connect. Now, if this is something that you're trying to do, or something similar, or maybe something on a larger scale or a smaller scale, we can connect. And as a financial coach, I can help you try to connect the dots and maybe give you some tips and tricks and tell you about some of the pitfalls and some of the things that you need to think about as you're going through this journey to pay off your house or whatever it might be. And that's interesting to them. Then they can say, hey, yeah, I do want to hire you as a financial coach because paying off my house is my top priority, and you've done it. You've gone through that. So what can you tell me about? What do I have to think about? And what do I have to be aware of? Right. And maybe I can't do it in the exact same way, but the fact that you've taken this journey is going to give you context and ideas that I can't come up with. I don't know the things that I don't know. So, tell them how you did it, tell them your story, and kind of steer away from this is how you can do it, because I think what that does, that conversation is left to the coaching relationship, right? But let them know that maybe you can help them do something similar, connect with you as a coach. So hopefully that helps. I'll see you later.